Hey guys, how we doing? It's been a minute, but I wanted to wait till after E3 so I could do some follow-up videos on all of it. And here it is. So yeah, Microsoft was probably the most interesting. I'd have to say it's getting the most attention out of everything else that's happened. With the reveal of the Xbox One, now they showed some really kick-ass games like Titanfall, Rise, Son of Rome, and fucking Killer Instinct, which they were making free to play, which is kind of fucking weird. And I guess I kind of see how it works out, because in fighting games you don't pick everybody, you just pick who you're good with, so you're only paying for whoever you're gonna play with. So I guess I can kind of see that, but we'll see how it's going to be when we actually get it. And that being said, does Killer Instinct even still carry some weight? I mean, right now it's just about Street Fighter and fucking Mortal Kombat. I mean, in Tekken. I mean, it's almost like if what do they call it? The SNK fighting games, like the World Fighters or whatever. What they were? I can't remember. World Fighters, I think that was it. Anyway, yeah. It's like if that would have come back all of a sudden. And it's been about the same amount of time since one's made. And we're talking like 13, 14 years maybe. So I don't know. Let's see what's going to happen with that. So Microsoft, they went back and they changed all their DRM policies to where you don't need to be online 24/7, which is awesome, I guess, if you're a fan of Microsoft. So, yeah. I can see why they did it, though. I mean, fucking Sony at their conference just gave them the biggest fucking slap in the face by saying they will allow you to use games. They will fucking, have the cheap price and everything. You won't need to be online 24/7. But they are going to be charging people, much like Xbox Live. So, there's that there, sitting there. I mean, some people are kind of pissed about it. Some people are like, oh, no fucking way, how can they do it? Me, personally, I'm glad that PSN is going to start charging money, because that means the service is going to be a hell of a lot better. More along the lines of Xbox Live. We've been calling for that for years, but with the free service, you really just couldn't do it. I mean, as far as PS3 is concerned, for being free, it is what it is. I mean, you really can't bitch too much. You're not paying anything for it. But since we are paying something for it, we should be getting something extra out of it. And in return, they said we'll be getting 3 free games out of it. I mean, fucking Xbox ain't doing that shit, giving us free games, at least relevant free games that we actually care about. So there's that. I was very disappointed not to see the Steam box. I was really hoping that they were going to just show this thing off and that would just fucking steal everything. And I never did find out what the Sega Spectrum was all about. I didn't even know if that was even a real thing. So I should probably do some searching on that and see what the fuck it was. But yeah, there's really no mention of it on any of the, if you're watching on TV or if you're tuning in on IGN or whatever. Yeah, there's no mention of it. I was kind of disappointed with that. So really cool games coming out. And, as far as the systems that were announced, that's pretty much the big heat of all of it. It's like that's what people really cared about. It's, it's new systems. That's cool as shit, right? I mean, they're pretty much on the same level. I mean, both are 8-core CPUs. Both are using Radeon fucking graphics cards. Both are probably going to have like a 500 gig or higher hard drives. I mean, they're on the same playing field. So either way you go, if you go Microsoft or you went Sony, you're still going to get a great experience. I mean, as far as multi-plat's concerned, they're going to be playing the same. They're going to play exactly the fucking same on either system. I can see that coming. So it really doesn't matter. It's pretty much just a personal preference. Like, what do you like? Do you like the layout of the Xbox? Or do you like the layout of the PlayStation? It boils down to that. I mean, me personally, I really like the changes of that Xbox controller. They gave us a better D-pad, and the sticks look like a better little layout. As far as the PlayStation controller goes, it pretty much looks the same, and they kind of look like they made it a little bit wider, so that might be a little better. Because if you ever notice, when you play on these, your thumbs kind of hit together, when you hit on the 6 sometimes. And that kind of can get annoying. I've heard a lot of people bitch about that with people with larger hands, so that might be the fix for that. But, either system looks really good. I'm actually excited. See, I was really pissed off like everybody else about Microsoft. They had the no-use games, the fucking always online, and the Kinect 2.0. That's still the last part of it that I won't buy it because of it. If they took it away, I'll fucking buy one. I'll buy both of them. Shit. But outside of that, yeah. That Kinect, I don't give a shit for motion control. I do not fucking care. I wish these companies would see that. that nobody fucking cares about motion control. It's fucking, you know, Nintendo already did it with the Wii, and it was fucking burned out in a week. You know, it got old after that. I mean, it's gonna. I don't give a shit. I do not care about a Move. I do not care about a Kinect. You know, the only thing that's motion control that I give a fuck about is the Oculus Rift. And now there's rumors going around that PlayStation is looking at this thing. They're looking at making that like a straight up peripheral for the PS4. And I imagine Xbox will do the same thing to compete. I mean, why wouldn't they? So anybody who doesn't know what the Oculus Rift is, that's like virtual reality, pretty much. You have these goggles that you put on, and it's like 1080p, or it might be in 720 actually, but anyway. Yeah, but you can actually move your character around and shit with your head movements, and then the camera will follow it like you're playing a shooter or whatever. So that is really cool technology. It just brings the player into the game more than anything that's out there. I mean, I'm cool to see it. I can't wait. So if you guys don't know what that is, you know, go check it out. Go YouTube it. It's fucking amazing. You know. Yeah, there's a lot of the big developers though. They're saying that's the future. That's where we're going as far as gaming is concerned, which is. I don't know, it's like, you kind of look like a jackass, I'm going to say that. You would look like a jackass if you're in there, in a room with all these people, and fucking you're just sitting here, plugged into your fucking game with your goggles on and shit, your little headset or whatever the fuck. You know? You're totally not going to be plugged into reality anymore. You're going to be in this fucking zone. You know? So there's that. Yeah, the Microsoft PlayStation, they are on the same field, the same playing field. I'm actually really happy to see that. You know, finally we're gonna get some good shit. They both got fucking 8 gigs of RAM. That's gonna be great, especially for background downloads and shit like that. Multitasking, using multiple apps all at the same time. We should be able to pull that off on both. I know there's already Skype on fucking on the Xbox, but you have to have that connected. I really don't give a shit to have it. I really don't give a shit to Skype, but some people love the damn thing. I could probably care less. It'll probably be annoying. You're just trying to play your game and someone's trying to ring in and fucking talk to you and shit. You're like, what the fuck do you want? You know, in a match or whatever. Titanfall, though. That's one game I wanted to talk about. For the creators of Call of Duty, now they have that studio called Respawn Entertainment. That looks fucking badass. That looks like the game they've always wanted to do, but weren't allowed to because fucking Activision's like, no, Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 3, make it. You know. Just trying to kill another franchise is what Activision's doing. Yeah, Titanfall looked like fuck Call of Duty killer right there. That looked like a lot of fun. Now they had the mechs and then the foot soldiers. The foot soldiers had jetpacks and they're flying through windows and shit. And it looked fun. It looked fun as hell. I cannot wait to get my hands on that. And another thing is that there's another Call of Duty Battlefield War again. I mean, to me, Battlefield 1. In their multiplayer, they took down a fucking skyscraper. How are you going to top that? Jesus Christ, you're going to take down fucking buildings? That's crazy, man. I want to see that actually happen in match, though, like with a bunch of people. Like, I'm betting that's going to cause some frame rate issues when that's going on. It's got to. I don't see that's playing smooth, and if there's multiple buildings going down at the same time, how that's going to play out. But, you know, I'd like to know more. It looked fucking gorgeous. Battlefield 4 looked fucking gorgeous. I'm buying that. As for Call of Duty Ghosts, man, fucking that's what I think of that shit. That's bullshit. They're talking us about, oh, we're going to put a next-gen engine in it. They didn't do a fucking thing to it, dude. Not a fucking thing. They just upped the fucking current shit they've already been doing. They've just been doing what they've been doing all along. They haven't done shit. Besides add some features that should have been there years ago. So I'm skipping Call of Duty. Fuck Call of Duty, man. If you guys want a good Call of Duty game that's free, fucking hit it up on PC. It's called Hawken. Go Google that shit. Play it. It's so much fun. It's fucking free. Fuck out of here with Call of Duty. Anyway, on we go. So yeah, that pretty much about wraps. Oh wait, Nintendo. We gotta talk about fucking Nintendo's little shit. They got pretty much all their games are coming out in like 2014, man. It's like, what the fuck are you thinking? Jesus Christ. Did you see the 3D Mario game that they got coming out? It's fucking ridiculous. That game should have came out on 3DS. It should have no way came out on fucking Wii U. That's retarded. I mean, it's stupid as hell. Oh, there's a cat suit. Ooh. Fucking who gives a shit, man? Jesus Christ. That is not at all what I had in mind for when they said they were coming out with a 3D Mario game. That's They completely went the exact opposite direction of what I was going to do. Or what I thought it was going to be, actually. Uh, so yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. That's my thoughts on E3 right there. It was actually a pretty good one, though. They were just dropping bombs fucking left and right on Microsoft and Sony's end, and that's what everybody wanted to see. We want to see the games that are coming out, and the games look fucking great. I mean, they're pretty much a big step up to where we were. You know, it's traditional HD gaming, so that's cool. I can't wait to see what's going to happen with both these systems. And now that Microsoft's getting rid of the DRM, it's going to be safe to fucking play it. You know? It's like you're not going to feel like you're being ripped off or you're renting games. You really don't own anything. It's just going to be like the way it is. I mean, what is wrong with the way it is right now? There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, yeah, digital distribution is something that we're going to move towards, but it's not something you should force upon your consumers. Like, this is the way you have to do it. And, you know, I don't even know how how the Xbox One's even going to, you know, how they're going to pull it off, because a lot of it was advertised because they're going to be using the cloud. And now that they're not really going to be using the online systems anymore, how's that going to work out? Maybe they'll have to put another delay for a year to redesign a whole new system. Who the fuck knows? But probably not. But anyway, yeah, that pretty much wraps this up. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Were you guys impressed with this year's E3? Because I fucking was. I thought, you know, hell yeah. We got some cool shit coming our way. And great games coming. And fucking hey, man. Let's do this shit. And what are you guys going to get? You going to get the Xbox One or a PS4? Me, personally, I'm going to wait it out for about a year. I'm going to wait it out and see what happens, see what games are out there. Because you figure by a year from now, when they release, that there's going to be a decent library to pick from at that point. And you're going to know what's good, what's bad, you know, and all that. Besides just getting a couple launch games that barely fucking work. Who knows? They might not even fucking work. And fucking they'll have to patch the shit out of them, you know. I mean, these types of shit happen on launches. I mean, it's not always smooth sailing. It should be, but what it is. Yeah, I don't know what you guys think down below, and if you haven't already, fucking subscribe, and I'm going to be putting up a lot more videos, even though I keep saying that. I'm lazy, all right? I'm fucking lazy. What do you want me to do? Forget to assume me. So anyway, yeah, I'm out of here. Deuces.